All right, so I'm Elizabeth again. I didn't do anything in the hotel room because my parents were still, well, my dad was still sleeping and I didn't want to bug him. I don't know why I said that, but you know what I mean. Oh my God, this wig is still a pain, but I wanted Erica to see my Elizabeth. So the plan is we're going to see Todd and Erica today. They are the only two we have to see today. I may go around and say hi. I don't know. It's crazy on a Saturday. And then I'm going to shop around, and there's a Jujutsu Kaisen panel at 3, but I don't know. I may go to it, I may not. Because I have a friend I haven't seen in 4 years I may want to hang with, so unless he wants to go to the panel with me, but I don't know. I may want to hang with my friend. I don't see him often. So the answer is I don't know. And I don't know how long the lines are going to be. I'm sure I'll get through before the panel, but you know what I mean. There's also a Demon Slayer character panel. I don't know if I'll go to that. That's at 5, and then it's either one or the other. Well, not one or the other. And then there's a Targaryen history from Game of Thrones. Sorry, there was a fly on my thumb. So it's either going to be the Demon Slayer panel or the Targaryen history. I'm not going to go to both. So yeah. So the answer is we'll see what the plan is. I think you can record for meeting Todd and Erica, so I will see you for Todd or when I have a chance to breathe again after both of them. And after 2 years, we're seeing Todd again, and I have a gift for you.
Let me see this gift.
It's Shikadai Nara.
Is this a... Now, does it count? Is it a voodoo doll? Does it still work?
Why does everyone think they're voodoo dolls? They're not.
Now, is that something a voodoo doll maker would say?
I don't know. I got that commissioned.
So I'd have to go ask the voodoo doll maker.
I don't know.
So see, now I sense that you know this is a voodoo
No,
doll.
I'm so sorry. I can't tell when people are joking or not. I'm sorry.
I'm kidding with you. That's very cool.
I'm on the spectrum, so now 90% of the time I can tell when people are joking, but that's one aspect.
I'm in that 10% today.
Oh.
That's very cool. I did have a headache yesterday.
Oh,
and
I'm sorry.
This would maybe is why I had a headache.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know. That's very cool.
And I'm sorry you had to red eye. That sucks.
It was definitely memorable. It was memorable. It's good to see you after
2 years.
730. Wait. 730 days.
2 years. So is that 2 years?
Yeah. So I can still math.
Yes. So it's my Oran High School Host Club Student Handbook autograph book, and there's a bookmark. That page, please.
This page right here?
Yes, please.
And I've got the blue to match the cover.
Yes. My favorite color, too.
Mine, too. Sarah, 730 days.
I love it.
Because my sister, I remember my sister years ago was like,
and I wish I could have brought some of those cherries and Tim Tams, but it was so hot I was worried they'd melt.
I'm just glad you made it.
That what?
I'm just glad you made it.
I'm glad I made it too. Thank you.
Can my voodoo doll be in our picture?
Sure, if you'd like.
Okay.
And would I also be able to get a hug or an air hug,
Let's
please?
do it. All right.
All right, Erica, I don't know if you remember me. It's Sarah Becker.
Sarah. Oh
and
my
I'm
gosh.
cosplaying Elizabeth.
hi, you look so good.
Thank you. It's
Oh my
just
goodness.
the wig is like a lot.
I love it. I wore that Kingdom Hearts necklace you gave me until it broke.
It broke?
But it took years. I wore it so often that it was so well loved.
No, it broke. I'm going to see if the artist has it again, and I'll get it again off
thank
Etsy.
you. Oh
but
my
for
gosh,
now,
loved it.
I have a gift for you. It's a little panther plushie and a Shinobu bracelet.
Oh my gosh, look how cute. Oh my goodness. Did you make this?
No, I got that commissioned when we were under lockdown 5 years ago.
She's so cute. I love her.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Oh, look how cute she is. And a bracelet. Yay. Oh, my first bracelet of the day. I love it. She's just so cute. Thank you,
You're
Sarah.
welcome. I'll see if that artist, because their shop is still open, I'll see if they have another and I'll get a new one if they have it.
Oh my gosh, you're so sweet.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Yay.
All right. God, this hair.
Yay. Oh, thank you.
You're
Oh my gosh,
welcome.
I love it.
And you can use that bag if you'd like to carry her around in.
So I'll put her in here to keep her safe. All right. So let's see. We're signing the hat.
Yes, and my autograph book with a long quote and a doodle.
Okay.
Like a butterfly. I don't know. It's a Demon Slayer autograph book.
Totally. Okay. All right. So let's see here. I assume you want silver, so
Yes,
I can match
please.
everybody. All right. Where do you have a specific spot for me? to
Anywhere
sign?
there's room.
All right. Ryuji took the top. Rude, but it's fine.
I'm telling Max. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Listen, it's very in character. I'll go right here.
Yeah, wherever there's room.
All right. Here we go.
There's plenty of room.
Do my best.
Would I also be able to get a hug or an air hug,
Of
please?
course. Yes. At the end.
Yeah, at the
So
end.
I can stand up for you, so it won't be awkward. Okay, hold on. I need a different silver. It's not strong enough. Let's see. How about this one? So Sarah, how have you been?
Winter was kind of rough
Oh no.
because I have my mom watches my blog. She's going to be like, Sarah, why are you telling them this? But I have pretty severe depression and profound anxiety.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
So winter makes it worse. But then I went to Anime Arizona for my 30th birthday in March. I was surprised by that. Thank you. So you don't turn 30 every year. My parents surprised me with that, so that was great.
Oh, that's awesome.
Things have been going well, honestly, for now.
Amazing. Well, that's good. I also have anxiety, OCD, all that great stuff. So
Yeah.
I get you.
Thank you.
But I'm so glad you're feeling better.
For now.
For now, good. You know, it's like a.
I'm like,
ups
I
and
don't want to
downs.
jinx it.
Of course. All right. How's this look?
That looks perfect,
Yay.
thank you.
And
And I'll
then
trade you
autograph
that.
book.
This page, please. I wanted you and Johnny to be on the same page, but he took up a whole
Listen,
page.
what's with these boys taking up all the space? Rude.
Yes.
All right. Okay. No H, right?
Yes, no, wait, you got it.
S-A-R-A.
Perfect.
Woo, Sarah! So good to see.
And I'm working on getting you up here for MatsuriCon. I requested you.
Yay!
You haven't been there since 2018.
I know. Oh my gosh, it's been forever. I feel like that feels like a lifetime ago. 'Cause it was before the
84
pandemic.
years.
Yeah, it's been 84 years.
Oh, Shinobu.
Yes. Oh, right. All right, Shinobu. Shinobu. The little butterfly.
Thank you so much,
Of
Erica.
course.
I don't know if I said that already. I say thank you and please a bunch.
Yes, of course. Here, I'll put on in parentheses. Right. This is a Demon Slayer book. I realized after I was signing. All right. So many hearts.
Yes.
Yay. All right, Sarah.
So you saw me eating them was great, and my hair is showing through. That's just great. This wig's a pain. So I'm gonna show off my autographed items now. And I don't know if we're gonna make the Jujutsu Kaisen panel. We'll see. As I said, we'll see. But let me show you off my autographed items. So the reason Todd put that in was because it had been that many days since we last met, which was Popcon Louisville. And he signed my Oron High School Host Club autograph student handbook. Then Erica Harlicker, oh God, where'd she, signed right there on my Persona 5 hat. And then she signed my Demon Slayer autograph book. So I'm gonna grab some lunch and shop around and hang out with a friend of mine. I don't see him, I don't know if I said I don't see him often, so I may hang with him unless he wants to go to the panel with me. Again, we'll see. But the other two panels that are today, or whichever one I go to, I'm not going to record for. But I will see you guys either with all the stuff I bought, or for the Jujutsu Kaisen panel, maybe. If not, then I'll tell you guys, I'll come back and you'll see me again. So I did buy stuff. Mostly I got my dad a belated Father's Day present and another present for someone, I'm not going to say who. But I got some fancy chocolates, more Japanese snacks, And I played a gotcha game and got a Toji Fushiguro little keychain. I'm gonna put that on my con backpack. It looks like we'll make the Jujutsu Kaisen panel, so I may shop around after that later. I don't know, we'll see. I might be all shopped out for the day, so yeah. So I still haven't decided if I want to do the Jujutsu Kaisen panel or not, so I will either then see you for that question or tomorrow.
Open it up to questions right here in the front.
Oh, sorry. Figured you'd want me to take that off. So what's the most emotional scene you've recorded in Jujutsu Kaisen so far?
Emotional scene.
Ooh, good question.
Now it could be emotional for the medium, the content. Could be emotional for you.
Toji's not a super emotional character, as we all know, but for sure Junpei had a lot of those moments. That was a really, really tragic story with Junpei, and I mean, for me, like, you know, his mother getting murdered the way she did was awful. Mahito is just a bastard, you know, but
Adam agrees with you.
also the fact that, you know, Mahito made my best friend kill me, essentially. We were like besties. I don't know if you guys remember, we were like hanging out, playing video games together. I thought I was gonna be part of Jujutsu High. It was all, you know, it was all set in place. He was in the intro.
I was gonna say you're in the opening song.
Yeah, he was in the, and you know, and honestly, I didn't know anything ahead. As I was recording Junpei, the director didn't know, I believe, either. A lot of these directors are hired guns. They don't know much. They don't read the manga. They don't know ahead many times. So I didn't know what was to come. And when I found out that he was gonna go out that way, that was pretty bad. I was like, it was emotionally for me as a person too. So I was like, I'm off the show. I thought I was going to be part of Jujutsu High. What trickery. Yeah.
Who the hell wrote this? George R. R. Martin. I will say, for Noritoshi, it was probably when you were learning about his backstory, where he is essentially, he has a chip in his shoulder because he's the head of the Kamo clan, but he only has that position because he manifested the powers. He's actually, he's a bastard, he's illegitimate. He was born out of wedlock. And he knows that, so he knows that he's only hanging by a thread, you know, to his position of power and authority. And he wants to become stronger, you know, and to master his sorcery because he wants to help his mom, frankly, who was a concubine. You know, most of the Kamo clan despises her, they want nothing to do with her. And so there was a really affecting flashback where I had to play Kamo kind of talking about that backstory, but it was extra challenging because I had to do it. I was playing him at 3 different ages. So as Kamo as a child asking why his mother is so despised, it was him in his early teens, you know, vowing to get stronger, and then finally, you know, you get to where he is now, where he's tried to do everything the right way. He's really tried to cross all the I's and dot all the T's and, you know, to live a life, you know, worthy of his station. But he's realizing it may not be enough to keep that position of power. And so that was definitely a challenge to play. Although my favorite stuff for him, though, is still coming up. No spoilers. But the Culling Game arc will be very fun. Well, not fun for him, but fun for me. And then for Esso, I'd say it was, it's fun because when he first shows up, you know, he's this big, boisterous, mustache-twirling villain. But then towards the end of it, though, you really kind of feel sorry for him. He just wants to help his brothers. He lives for his brothers. And, you know, ultimately, spoilers for season 1, but he dies for his brothers. And that turn was very, that was really rewarding, frankly, to tackle. Where he goes from, kind of a cackling caricature to a kind of a beautiful, damaged soul that you see kind of wink out of existence. And that was, you know, definitely challenging to play, but rewarding, too, very much so.
I had an emotional scene followed by an emotional moment for myself because recording Riko's monologue at the end of her story is beautiful. You know, they take her character into the sea where she's remembering going to the aquarium with her family and looking at the fishes. She talks about knowing that her whole life she was destined to be a sacrifice, and realizing that she would like a little bit more for herself, and she's crying, and you know, and it's so beautifully animated and beautifully written, you tear up a little bit yourself, and because it's occurring in the last moments of the episode, and we record this episode week by week, or this show week by week. So you go in 1 week, and then you'll be back the next week for the next episode, presumably. So I was in the last minute of the show, and I'm still talking, so I had no reason to think I wouldn't be coming back next week to keep going. And then in the last second of the show is when she gets shot in the head, and then it just goes black, and I was like, they had told me she was gonna die.
They did?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay.
Or I think I probably
Make a
it was
note of that.
tweets, like when we announced the roles, you know, the fans were like, "You're gonna die," you know. I truly don't mind the spoilers because it's helpful for me as an actor to know what's coming so I can play it, you know. But it had only been like 2 episodes or something, and we had just like gone to the beach and had fun, and we were building so much character, just like in Game of Thrones.
Your character's so lovable.
So lovable.
That's why it was like a hard.
To have that such a hard ending was incredibly shocking for me. I couldn't believe I was already done. I didn't know it was going to be so fast.
Yeah.
Because you know they were like, she's a big character, but she's a big character in the story, like because she's in their minds.
Yeah.
And they're remembering her. She spends very little time on the screen.
She's great. It was not easy to do, and I mean, you and I were talking about we finally just met. You know,
This is our first time meeting in
Oh, it's
person.
not-
It's like,
we got, and I don't know if any of you guys were on Twitter at the time when these characters were being released, but you know, Crunchyroll kind of made this announcement of us both at the same time, which was really nice. That doesn't always happen that way. And so they announced, welcome, you know, Reba Burr and Nicholas Roy to the cast of Jujutsu Kaisen, and I was like, awesome, we're
in.
I didn't know Toki's story, so I didn't know that you nor me were leaving the show anytime soon. I was just glad to be on it again, you know.
I was so excited and honored because
Yeah.
I knew what an important show it is to so many people. So to get to be a part of something that means a lot to people is like, that's exciting for me.
Yeah.
And you know, it was just an offer. It wasn't something I had to seek. I had auditioned for JJK in the past, but the casting director thought of me for Rico and just said, I think you're right for this. Let's just do it.
Same.
Yeah.
Came out of
Same
nowhere.
here, actually. I did not audition for either of my
Came out of
characters.
nowhere.
Yeah.
And then, you know, when the Star Plasma Vessel put me up to, you know, I mean, I didn't want to have to do that.
Oh,
you
that's nice of you.
I was shocked, honestly, when that scene came up. I was like, yeah, never would it have occurred to me that I was going to have to shoot Rico. And when it happened, it was like, even in the moment on that day, I was just like, this is not good. This is not good. He was not going to like this at all.
You're in trouble.
I didn't like that.
Thank you.
Who's got our next question, right?
I'm a mess. So I was gonna not stop the vlog for the weekend for the day after the Jujutsu Kaisen panel, but then I actually went to the Demon Slayer character panel, which was a game of bingo, and I won it 3 times. So yeah, the bingo curse I think has been knock on wood lifted after 20 years, knock on wood. So I won 3 times. I'm gonna show it better. I won a Kanao button. I won Tengen's sword keychain, and I won this little Tanjiro little keychain. I ducked out though because the panel wasn't done. They finished the bingo portion, but I was starting to get a little headache. I think it was from the wig, and I didn't think I could go on. I was pretty tired. So yeah, it's a pretty easy day tomorrow. I'll talk about it tomorrow. Oh, I forgot to mention. I remember why I also want to come on. While I was waiting for Erica, while Todd and Nicole had a free, like they were in between people, like that people were paying and they weren't autographing anything, I said to them, because they got a new puppy, if you guys recall, I don't know if you guys remember, Jorna only has appeared in 1 vlog as a puppy. But I said to them, I'm like, I know you guys got a new puppy. I feel your pain. Jorno's 2.5 now, but I remember when we were potty training him, he was a handful. And I didn't mention it. He also chewed everything, but I forgot to mention that. But I'm like, I feel your pain. And I forget what they said, but I'm tired. And my hair's a mess, and Oh, right, I gotta pack most of my stuff. Because by the time my parents check out, I'll be at the con. So I gotta pack stuff. So there's not much else to talk about, but I will see you guys tomorrow for the plan. Alright, so I'm Alia from Alia Sometimes Hides Her Feelings in Russian, and my ribbon, of course, fell out of my hair. I knew that was gonna happen. I'll just get a new one or something, or a clip-in one. It's easy to find. So the plan is we're definitely going to go see Aaron Dismuke because I cosplayed Alia, and I'm going to get a picture with him, and then I'm going to go say hi to a couple other guests. I'm debating if I want to get a picture with Reagan and John. Oh, I spent so much money though, but I'll see how I feel by then. But we're going to go say hi to a few people. And then I'm going to shop or just look around. I don't think there's much shopping I have to do. I looked around most of the dealers hall. So I think we should be good, but I'll still, I'm going to have time to kill. So I'll look around just to see if I miss anything or if there's anything I want. And then at 1, then I'm going to get lunch. And then at 1, we have a Black Clover panel. And then I gotta then quickly do my outro because I gotta, right after the panel, meet up with my parents. Well, I'll do my outro, but I have to do it pretty quickly because I have to meet up with my parents because we have to drive back to Ohio, So I will see you guys when I have a moment to breathe again. And by breathe, I shouldn't say breathe, but you know what I mean. When I have a moment, I'll either I'll tell you guys what happened with each of the guests because I'm not going to record everything, as you guys know. So I'll let you guys know when I have a moment. And yeah, I will see you guys after that. So I just got word that Aaron and Sarah Whedon, Aaron Dismuke and Sarah Wiedenheft won't be here till 11:15. So I went around to say hi to some of the guests who are already here and did a little bit of shopping. So this is part 1 of that because I'm like, I have so much time to kill. I just might as well tell you guys now. And oh my God, this bow. And I lost the ribbon, by the way. Of course I did. I'll have to get a new one I don't know if I said that. Anyway, so I went to see John Gremion again. He was happy to see me again and I got a fist bump. We talked for a little bit. Then I went to see Reba Burr and we talked a little. I was debating on getting another Helion white print, but I spent so much money. I'll do it hopefully next time. And then we saw Mick Wingert and Wingert and I said hi to him. We talked for a little bit. I don't want to go into what we talked about, but I remember one thing I do is he's in Fire Emblem Heroes and I didn't know he was in Fire Emblem Heroes. So now I know, and we talked a little about gacha games and whatnot. So I did a little shopping too. This is part 1 of the shopping. I am going to still see if there's more stuff. But yeah, I'll show that off while we wait. So because I can't help myself, did more gacha games and I got a little cute Japanese tea keychain and another Nobara keychain because I love Jujutsu Kaisen so much. So I have a second Nobara, twice the Nobara. Because there's another Nobara keychain on my bag. And then when I went shopping, I got the Sailor Neptune keychain because I have a Sailor Mars one, but Sailor Neptune's another favorite Sailor Scout. Like, gasp! Another one besides Sailor Mars? So again, we're just gonna wait for Aaron and Sarah. I know we're staring at the floor. Sorry, but we're gonna wait for Sarah, Reagan, and Aaron, and I will, when I have a moment to breathe, we may see Todd, Erica, and Leah. It's going to depend on how long their line is, but I'll let you guys know once, and if we do more shopping, I'll show them off for part 2. If not, I will see you guys in a little bit. Oh, my poor wig. So I was supposed to talk about, so I met, Reagan, Sarah, and Aaron again. And, I wanted to talk about that after, but I forgot to while I was still in the dealer's hall. So I grabbed some lunch and figured rested in the VIP room for a little bit. But, I saw Aaron first, and he recognized me, loved my cosplay. And I saw a little, one of the plushies I gave him, the Chiggery plushie from Blue Lock, and I'm like, oh, it's the Blue Lock plushie. He's like, yeah. And he's like, it's easy to unzip my bag now. We talked for a little bit. Oh God, I'm blanking on what. This is why I got to do it right away. Talk about this right away. And I got a picture with him. We talked for a little bit. About what? I forgot. Oh yeah, I remember. I told him about how I was supposed to be at Anna Marathon, but you know, I went to Anime, Arizona instead because I was surprised by that. And he asked me when my birthday was, and I said March 23rd, and I said, like, because I turned 30 this year, my parents surprised me with that trip, as you guys know, but he didn't know. And then I saw Reagan Murdoch again. We talked for a little bit. I forget about what. I feel bad. I got a picture. I got a hug from Aaron too, and a picture. And then I got a hug from Reagan as well, and a picture. And then I saw Sarah. It was funny because when she saw me, she's like, "Hi, Sarah," and I said, "Hi, Sarah." And we talked for a little bit. I told her I requested her for a con up there, and she's like, she'd love to, because I don't want to say what, but she really likes Columbus, so or Ohio, and so she, you know, we talked for a little bit. Sorry, and I got a hug from her, and we said our byes, and she said to enjoy the con, and I did. I was all shopped out by then, so I then went and got lunch and relaxed a little. So, sorry, I keep clearing my throat too. So we just have the Black Clover panel, and then that's it. So I will see you guys for my question for the Black Clover panel.
In automatically for the questions and everything. Who has some questions?
15.
You. Yes.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Oh.
Wow.
So, oh God, my wig. So what's the most emotional scene you guys have recorded in Black Clover so far?
Probably when somebody, that fairies dude tosses Charmy's food to the floor after she tries to hand it to him. I was very upset for her. Yeah, it was fun to see her get so oiled with rage for once, and of course it's only because of food.
Is there a character that you've had to deal with that actually was like, I mean, it's anime.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get a spectrum, which is amazing.
Yeah.
It's characters to get to play. You don't just have to be depressed all the time.
Just don't have to just be depressed.
I guess because there's Chainsaw Man, I'm sure that has a lot of moments.
Yeah, she's
Are there
got a few
moments?
little
Is there a
moments.
character that sticks out to you that has more stuff that they had to go through or whatever?
Yeah, I mean Psycho definitely.
Yeah.
She was all over the
yeah.
place, and then she even had a super emotional moment too, of like, you know, telling, "Hey, can you not off yourself?"
Yeah.
It'd be kind of cool if you didn't do that, because I'm kind of like you. Probably lost Shark Tooth Man.
I don't know about you, but I feel like I have niched into a lot of kind of not psycho characters. Yeah, psycho characters, but within that spectrum of characters, it's like I'd like to think of it in a self-aggrandizing way as a vocal dexterity. Like I feel like that's something that we might have somewhat in common in terms of character type. And you're playing a lot of comedic characters because that ends up being something that requires diction and speed and vocal pitch variety quickly.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, good
yeah,
job.
Good on you too.
Yeah.
You're a pretty fun guy.
Oh, no, it's chocolate. I'm like a mushroom. I'm a fun guy.
Thank you.
What's the score?
Fun guy.
Oh God, my wig again. So, there wasn't much talk with Black Clover, so, or a lot of questions, so I'm not gonna post the whole panel, but I'm just gonna, you know, leave my question in there. Well, you guys will see the question, but you know what I mean. I gotta get going, like, right now, because, I gotta drive back to Ohio, but, I hope you enjoyed, this vlog. Make sure to like it if you enjoyed, hit that bell if you want to keep up. Hit that subscribe button if you want to become a Martian, and remember to be strong, be confident, and be brave, and I'll see you guys next time.